You are tuning in to Living Mentally Well with Kevin Hines. Follow us as we interview some of the greatest, most influential minds and public figures in the fields of suicide prevention, entertainment, activism, mental and behavioral health. We welcome you to listen, learn, watch, and enjoy. All of this is brought to you by 17th and Montgomery Productions. My vision after finding the ability to live mentally well most days.
Here with Mara.
Hi there, Kevin.
Hi.
I'm Mara Grunow with the Center for Suicide Prevention in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We're a branch of the Canadian Mental Health Association.
Wonderful. Mara, I want to know, we're here at the IASP 2015 World Congress. I want to know why suicide prevention matters so much to you.
Well, sure. Suicide prevention is critical for many reasons, but the number one reason why this work is so important is because the vast majority of people who consider suicide, plan suicide, or attempt or even die by suicide don't actually want to die. They want the pain of living to stop, and that's not the same thing. So we are compelled to do the work that we do.
People who die by suicide don't want to die. They come to a place in their mental instability and their epic emotional pain where they believe they have to. That's very important to make that distinction. Well, I want to ask you, if you can, what does mental health mean to you?
I think as people, our bodies are fully integrated. Our physical health and our mental health work together. And if we don't have without mental health, we have nothing. Checkup from the neck up, and that healthy mental health really dictates our overall health and well-being and our quality of life.
If your brain's having a hard time, there goes the rest of you. What do you do? What is one thing or two things you do every single day to better your personal mental health?
I love to run. And that is a huge endorphin release for me. But the other thing I do is I love to connect with people. And I think social connectedness is one of the most important, in my personal opinion, protective factors that we can have in our world. Even if you consider yourself to be introverted or shy, connecting with other people on some level is really part of our social fabric, but it really feeds into our own mental health.
You heard it here. Interpersonal connections are pertinent to your well-being as well as exercise. We've been talking about that. Tell us about some of the work you're doing in the field right now.
Well, sure. It's a privilege to be here at IASP and to meet a lot of the researchers who back in the office I read about, or I read their work all the time. We do secondary research. So the Center for Suicide Prevention is an education center. There are not a lot of best practices in suicide because suicide is complex, because as people we are complex. But one thing we do is we educate, and we educate in all different ways. And one of the things we do is we gather as much academic literature as we can, and we do knowledge translation. So we can get that really pure academic information and findings into the hands of the frontline providers.
Fantastic. And is there a website people can go to learn more about this?
Absolutely. Our website is suicideinfo.ca.
Suicideinfo.ca. Thank you once.
This has been Living Mentally Well with Kevin Hines, brought to you by 17th and Montgomery Productions. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe below and let us know the thoughts you have in the comment section. Everyone has a story. We want to hear yours because you matter.